The mayor's running a little bit late, so I'll start the meeting. The regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Cottonwood, Arizona, February 16th at 826 North Main in Cottonwood. Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Pratt.
Here.
Councilmember Dowling.
Here.
Councilmember Linsky.
Here.
Councilmember Howergy.
Here.
Vice Mayor Pfeiffer.
Here.
And Mayor Jones and Councilmember Garrison are both absent.
Okay.
Motion to
We have our new police chief here. Would you like to start the pledge for us? Lead us in the pledge?
We have Courtney Howard here.
Oh, wait, we have somebody else. I didn't know. It's
There's a
not on my
certificate on
notes.
the-
I'm sorry, Steve. Okay, who, Courtney?
Certificate right there.
I should have gone over there. Courtney Howard, would you please lead us in the pledge, and then you can fill us in on your position?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Courtney, you want to come up and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Courtney Howard. I go to Sedona Red Rock High School. I'm a junior, and I came here today to read my essay for a scholarship that I applied for.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
All right. My vision for America. Many believe that America is the land of the free, the land of endless opportunity, where people can start their lives anew, where someone can do something that would, in other places, seem impossible. And America still is that for many people. But for some, it's not. For some, America is a faded version of what it used to be. While traveling the long, hard road of our history, America has lost some of its glamour. America needs to work on fixing some issues to make it the inspiring country it should be. So let's fix the things we know it can fix, because America should always be the land of the free. It should always be a safe refuge for people searching for something better. Let's fix education. Let's fix waste. Let's fix energy. Let's fix inequality. Let's fix it all, because America is worth it. Langston Hughes once said in his poem, "Let America be America again." Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free. Over the years, education has lost some of its importance. According to Megan Coleman, as of 2013, America is ranked 36th in education in the world. This is due to the fact that education in America is not highly valued. Many students wish not to attend college after high school, and there has been a steady increase in high school dropouts. Furthermore, teachers do not get paid enough, and many have a hard time providing for themselves and their families. This is a problem. My vision for America should offer the possibility of college to people, but at an affordable cost. Teachers, who spend so much of their time educating the future of America, should be paid much more than they do currently. Teachers should be valued because without them, America would have no future. We should appreciate what they do by paying them more. America should not undervalue education because it's the foundation of its success. Waste has also become a huge problem. According to the Annenberg Learner, America generates 230 million tons of trash per year. That's 4.6 pounds per person each day. And where do you think that goes? Several solutions have been to create more landfills, burn it, or pay somebody to take it. All of these solutions, however, come with a price. If America created more landfills, it will just continue to destroy the earth. Plus, it contaminates groundwater, which in turn contaminates drinking water. Burning trash releases smoke, toxin, or ash into the air. Paying someone else to take it only moves the problem. It does not solve it. Some companies have resorted to dumping it in the ocean, which has put many marine species in danger. America's population is growing by the minute, and sooner or later there won't be anywhere to put the trash. So what do? In my vision of America, people stop throwing away so much trash. We buy in bulk, compost, grow our own food, barter, reuse containers for storage, and eat whole food instead of processed food. And last but not least, recycle. Turn the waste that you produce into new reusable material. We need to protect and take better care of our environment. This ties in also with energy. America needs to have clean, reusable energy to replace the dirty energy resources that are running out and destroying the environment. America needs to use wind energy, solar energy, tidal energy, and other clean forms of renewable energy to keep the environment safe while keeping up with the demands of everyday life. Equality issues need to be sorted out and permanently put into American morals. America has dealt with inequality throughout its history. Discrimination has been an ongoing war that doesn't seem to end no matter what happens. Whether it be African Americans, Japanese, gays, or even women, all have experienced issues involving discrimination. In my vision of America, people are treated equally, no matter what one's gender, race, or sexual orientation is. No one is treated like they are inferior because we are all human beings and we all deserve to be treated the same way. I envision an America where people are always treated respectfully and the matter of inequality is never an issue again. In conclusion, my vision of America is a place where people can have endless opportunities and freedom. I envision a place where every life is valued no matter what one's gender, race, or sexual orientation are. A place where the environment is healthy and clean, where our economy is growing and families feel more financially secure, where children can get an education and not have enormous debt burdening them for the rest of their lives. America should be the country people think of when freedom comes to mind. America should be the place people come to for refuge, a place where they know they will be safe and have a better chance. Let America be that again.
Great.
Courtney,
We have something for
we
you.
have a certificate for you. On behalf of the City Council, we would like to give you this appreciation certificate.
Okay.
Maybe we really could. You have your cell phone. Okay, you want to come up here? So that was very interesting, and thank you for writing that and sharing about your country, your community, and being patriotic. So we would like to give you this. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work in the community.
When will you be 18? Because you could probably go pull a packet to run for council sometimes.
Okay, our next meeting, which meeting is this? For brief summary of current events by mayor, city council, and/or city manager. The public body does not propose, discuss, deliberate, or take legal action on any matter brought up during this summary unless the specific matter is properly noticed for legal action.
Madam Mayor,
City
council
Manager.
members, I have nothing to report tonight.
Anything else going on? No? And I haven't been here long enough to get into my report, so we'll just move on. To the next item is introduction of new employees.
Madam Mayor, council members, I'd like to introduce our new police chief. And maybe many of you have already met him, had the opportunity to attend the meet and greet. But just in the way of a quick summary, Chief Gazelle has over 25 years of experience, police experience, and 20 of those were spent with the Scottsdale Police Department, where he retired as a commander. He has a wide variety of police experience to include taking care of the horses and the dogs and anything that had 4 feet down in Scottsdale, as well as the commander of their SWAT team for 5 years. He retired from Scottsdale, served in Atascadero, California Police Department as both a commander and then the acting chief, and then was selected as the police chief in San Luis Obispo, California, which was actually his hometown. From San Luis Obispo, when he was young, he came out to Arizona to attend Arizona State University, where he got a bachelor's degree in justice studies, and he then pursued a master's degree with Northern Arizona University in educational leadership. He's a graduate from the Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command, which is one of the prestigious police management schools in the country. He attended the Drug Enforcement Administration Commanders Academy. He is an Arizona Post certified fitness instructor, and he has served as an adjunct professor at Northwestern University and Scottsdale Community College. He was instrumental in San Luis Obispo in educating the public and finding solutions for their homeless issues in the community, which were pretty significant when he became the police chief. And during his background investigation, it was very apparent that he had a really strong connection to the community and the local businesses. And he was the successful candidate through the process of many interviews, and I know some of you participated in the interview processes and probably saw what we saw as the potential that Steve brings to our community. So with that, I welcome Chief Gazelle.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bartosh. Mayor, Council, thank you as well. And, let me just start by saying, I think I've been on the job now, and I keep adding the days to it because we're still at the day time frame. I think I'm at about 15 now. And without exception, every day there's an example that reminds me of how honored and privileged I am to be your police chief in this such an invested, vibrant community. And here we go again, right? I sit down in this council meeting, and Courtney comes up here and she reads her essay, and it was absolutely not only refreshing, it's awe-inspiring to see a young lady like that come to a council meeting and present her ideas. And she really stole all my material, so I don't have much to talk about, so I'll keep it brief. But in all seriousness, I wanted to start by thanking all of you for what you do as elected officials. I think throughout the country, and a lot of the tireless work that you put in, you're this close away to a volunteer, and I don't think a lot of people understand that, and the passion that you bring to your role as elected officials is absolutely appreciated by many, even though some days it may not seem that way, but absolutely from me as well. So I just want to say a couple words, a couple of my observations coming here, other than the fact that this is a very supportive and invested community, which I've already mentioned, but particularly with public safety. As we know, national dialogue is not favorable for law enforcement. It's the darkest, I don't want to be melodramatic, but it is the darkest it's been in my 26 years in the business. And coming here, again, is a breath of fresh air for me personally, because I still love this job. I absolutely love this job. It's the only job I've had full-time. And I'm absolutely committed, and I derive immense satisfaction from making a positive influence on this community, and that's what I intend to do while I'm here. I inherited a very, very healthy organization, as you all, I think, are aware. I have a police department full of very talented and dedicated individuals that are all about doing the right thing for the right reasons, which is what I think Cottonwood is all about, which, again, is very much appreciated. And our staff feels your support, and they also feel the community support, and they appreciate it. They know it's not like that in every city, and it's very much appreciated, trust me. As they also realize, and I realize as well, that your police department, we can only achieve so much without the community support. And that's what you'll see from my influence here, and the leadership that I intend to bring to Cottonwood we're already launching a number of initiatives this year that are geared towards building and sustaining positive relationships with the community on top of what's already been there. I mean, there's a lot of programs already in place, which are model programs, which Cottonwood and Cottonwood Police Department and prior Chief Fanning and former Chief Bartosh should be proud of, there's no doubt. I want to introduce my wife real quick. This is my wife, Nisa. She's fresh off the battle lines, as I put it earlier, with unloading a moving truck at our house, because her crippled husband threw his back out the other day, and we'll just, yeah, so I say, she says. But we're absolutely, on a personal level, absolutely thrilled to be in this community. It has everything that we're looking for, and we absolutely look forward to becoming an integral part of the community. And any of you that you'll see when you meet my wife, she's one of the most fabulous human beings on earth. And I'll leave it at that before I get choked up. But there's many challenge opportunities ahead of us, and I just want to say thank you again for the honor to serve. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have one question. Is it Giselle or Gazelle?
It's gazelle. It's pronounced just like the antelope.
Good.
So the S is a Z.
Okay.
If that helps you.
It's
It's mispronounced every which way.
Gazelle.
Every
Like
so
a soft
I will
G.
not be offended.
Okay,
so trust me.
gazelle.
But it's gazelle, just like the antelope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. And best wishes as you go out to serve our community. They're some pretty remarkable folks. It's a great place, as you said. The next item is call to the public. This portion of the agenda is set aside for the public to address the council regarding an item that is not listed on the agenda for discussion. However, the council cannot engage in discussion regarding any item that is not officially listed on the agenda for discussion and/or action per ARS 38-431-02H, and comments are limited to a 5-minute time period. I don't have any forms filled out. If anyone would like to speak, there's some little yellow forms right there, just to jot your name down. Is there anybody in our public that would like to speak this evening in the call to the public? If not, we'll go ahead and close the floor to the public and move on to the approval of the minutes for the regular meeting of February 2nd, 2016.
I'll move to approve the minutes.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Elinsky made the motion to approve, and Mr. Pratt seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, the consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member or a citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. The item is renewal of contract with Reese & Sons Tire and Automotive, Inc. for vehicle maintenance and repair services for the city. Would anyone from the council like to remove the item for discussion? Would any member of the public like to remove the item for discussion? Mr. Pratt?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Pratt made the motion, the vice mayor seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, the next item is new business. The following items are for council discussion, consideration, and possible legal action. Resolution number 2830, supporting the I-17 Black Canyon City to Cordis Junction Improvement Plan. And I might just go ahead and start out with, I had attended a few different meetings at the last League of Cities and Towns conference, and found out from the folks over in Prescott that they were working on this. The SIMPO, what does SIMPO stand for? Central Arizona Metropolitan whatever. Obviously, I haven't gotten into my packet here, or I would know all of these things, so I'm doing all this by memory. But I talked to Chris, and he said that they were doing this and suggested that maybe the folks in the Verde Valley might like to do it. And so I brought it to the last mayor's meeting, I think, and all the other mayors agreed that they would, thought this was a good idea. And Russ Martin from the town of Camp Verde did talk to Tom Thurman, who said, yes, they could use the support with a resolution from the Verde Valley councils. And so that is why we put it here. The actual area is from Black Canyon City, I think, the city manager, the Black Canyon City to the 69 Cordis Junction, going into Prescott. So it would be a start, and I mean, the idea is to have a public-private partnership. And I asked Chris what that means, Chris Bridges, and he did, explain it. It's just that a private business would assist, and they would want a long-term kind of payback for their investment. They wouldn't want it like tomorrow. So it's just something that I thought I would bring to the council, and it sounds like the other community, Camp Verde's already passed it, and I think maybe we're the second to put it on. So, Mr. Pratt?
Yeah, I think this is a good thing. We all know that section of the highway has been a major problem. If there is an accident, you get backed up, and it affects the economy, it affects everything. The only thing was, there was just one little mistake in here. I don't know if I should correct it. In the background. It's actually I-17 North, not I-17 South, if we're talking about going from Black Canyon City to Cordis Junction. Minor point, but It just threw my gyroscope
But
off.
geographically, it's probably good to have the correct
Yeah,
terminology.
threw my gyroscope off. But yeah, I think this is a no-brainer. Why wouldn't we support this? It benefits all the citizens in the Verde Valley if that road gets some work done on it.
And I don't know, we're probably looking at quite a time frame, but we just have to start speaking up, I think, and saying this is important. You know, if you've got to
Yeah.
get to the airport or somebody's in the hospital down there or something and there's an accident, you can't.
Yeah. If you don't
Can't
make
get
the first
through.
steps, you never get anywhere, so.
Right, right. And I can remember going to a league meeting 10 years ago. Karen can probably remember. In fact, you put this on, you talked to the ADOT board about this at when the meeting was held here. But, you know, it's not even like on their close plan anytime soon. But it really is a highway that needs some help. So with that correction, north instead of south, I would entertain a motion.
I move to approve resolution number 2830.
Second?
Okay, so Mr. Pratt made the motion, the vice mayor seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all very much. Moving on to the next item, Mingus Avenue, Willard's.
Does he have to read that?
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me. Resolution 2830, support of I-17 improvement plan. Please read by title only.
Resolution number 2830, a resolution of the City of Cottonwood, Yavapai County, Arizona, supporting the Interstate 17 corridor, Black Canyon City to Portis Junction Improvement Plan.
Okay, thank you. So, now moving on to the Mingus Avenue, Willard Street to 10th Street improvements. And we have Morgan Scott with us tonight.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. You already know that the city has an $845,000 federal grant to reconstruct Mingus Avenue from Willard to 10th Street. That project will end up costing us probably somewhere between $2.5 to $3 million. ADOT recently approached city staff, and they mentioned that they are concerned that the environmental phase will not get through ADOT's review in time for this to begin construction this year. And they were concerned that the city, the region, and potentially even ADOT could potentially lose that $845,000. As city staff, we knew there was a high priority to get that done this year, so we invited both ADOT to the table. They sent up 3 project managers out of Phoenix. We also invited Jason Kelly from NACOG to come down, and we tried to find out, is there any way that we can try to get this done this fiscal year? And by the way, that's basically before June 30th. As long as construction starts before June 30th, we keep the $845,000. We went through several different scenarios to see if there's any way to get that done, and ADOT said, although if everything went perfect from here on out, yes, we could potentially get it done. Do we want to risk losing that $845,000? So they said, can we bump it back a fiscal year? After talking with them, from staff's point of view, we would like to recommend that we bump it back the next fiscal year. The good news is, actually, it doesn't mean nothing's going to get done in the meantime. In the meantime, we'll be building a water line. We're already building a reclaimed water line. We are also beginning the design of the next phase of Mingus Avenue. This is the 8th or 10th Street to Main phase. But the good news about that is the two might be under construction at about the same time, or at least back to back. So it won't be we're tearing it up one next year and then we tear it up the next year. We'll get this whole project done at one time. But unfortunately, this does mean that this $845,000 and this phase of Mingus Avenue will probably be pushed back to next fiscal year.
So if we do both projects then simultaneously, are they both then going to be federal projects?
No,
Okay.
they would actually be 2 separate contracts.
Okay.
Potentially the same contractor could get the 2 contracts, but they would be administered under 2 separate projects.
Okay.
Also, just of note, this portion, the Willard to, it's now 8th Street, will be administered by ADOT. It's kind of interesting. Obviously, staff will be involved, our inspectors will be there, but ADOT will actually be running the project.
Because it's a federal project. And one reason that we're running behind is because it's a federal project.
Yes.
That takes tons of staff time and tons of extra work.
Also of note, one of the things we did at that meeting was we thought, okay, can we split some of the pieces out? For instance, the environmental review of the whole project is obviously a very involved process. We said, can we break out just the portion to do the coring of the street? Jesse knows this. Before you can design a street section, you go in and you core the material so you know what the ground beneath it can support. We decided to break that out because that should be a very simple environmental analysis. That was 3 weeks ago. We still don't have that back from ADOT yet. That's actually all we're waiting on in order to finalize the plans for the city to be done with it. So,
We are grateful, though, for the $845,000. I mean, even though it is a lot of extra work because it's federal, I mean, that was nice to get that donation, so to speak. Any questions or
It'd be nice to get them both done simultaneously too,
get it
So,
over with, right?
yeah. As long as one will be not federally funded, so the money will go further. Seems to be good.
Any input, Mr. Hudigy? No? Okay. If there are no questions and there's no one to ask for comments in the audience, I would entertain a motion.
There's no motion.
Oh, no motion.
Just info.
So just info, and so we don't have to vote on extending the contract, it's all okay. That's what it says here, okay. So the next item is claims and adjustments.
I move to pay the claims.
Second?
So Mr. Pratt made the motion and the vice mayor seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I move to adjourn.
Second?
The mayor made the motion, the vice mayor seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Is this the quickest meeting we've ever had?
I was just
Oh,
happy.
why not?
I'm gonna have to go to the doctor.